the Blood Gang and so many subsets of the Crips. It's like is they call them street crews. They name the whole thing with the are the 2 blocks down the drill rappers.
Right. That's what I'm going to talk about today. The drill rappers. Yes.
How real was the Warriors?
The Warriors?
Yeah.
The scene, the first scene when they all got together in the park.
Right.
That had most of those gangs were real. The only fake gangs in that film was actually any gang that the Warriors had to confront. The baseball feet, the guys with the bats,
whatever they was
I
called.
don't know. Do you know that was not filmed in Brooklyn at all?
That was all Bronx,
was in
right?
the Bronx.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recognized. Yeah, I saw the park, and I was
All
like, "That's
Bronx.
the
And
Bronx."
because they was on 72nd and Brooklyn.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
The subway scene.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my question is, do you think they're going after these gang members now because of the songs?
Yeah.
No?
He's thinking.
No, it's okay.
No,
We can all speak.
everybody.
This is us. This is us.
Yeah.
Okay. No?
Yes and no.
To what extent?
The songs are pretty much what's fueling the fire between these gangs. They're saying stuff to each other, and
Right.
that's been going years back.
You know what my problem is? I do have a problem with the drill music,
I don't.
but not enough that I will warrant them to be in a gang. My problem is I don't like the way they display it.
My son's Bloods and Crips.
Mm.
So I look at it different. That's my son. So,
Right.
and he's a drill rapper. So I'm just like, okay. And they doing the same thing, talking to each other through
Right.
music, but they're ratting each other out.
Right.
Not realizing.
Yes, that too.
Now you got RICO charges.
Yeah.
See, you got this and that.
So let me ask you this. This is real talk. Anybody can answer. They display these kids on the news, on the top. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with none of that. If you do the crime, you do the time.
Right.
You got to handle your business the way it is. But why not do the same thing to the NYPD? And let me just hold on, if I may.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna print the scenario why I'm saying what I'm saying. You know, if a person, if we all in a group, and we all riding, we get into confrontation. I do the shooting. You all going down for accessory, right?
Unless you take the weight.
Right. And even if I do take the weight, you're still going to get hit with some type of charge because you were there, and you didn't stop me from pulling the trigger.
Right.
Now, here's the thing about NYPD. They do mass shootings. You know, they have units that are named after gangs in the street. You got the gang squad, the gang unit, you got the gang this, you got the gang. And I'm not knocking that. But I'm saying is, you got people like Lisa Evans, who steps up all the time. Every time, when you see NYPD getting ready to do a bust, what is the first thing they do? They all meet in a big group in some location.
Yeah, they have like.
Is that not
they
a
call
form
it-
of a gang? Because before a gang goes out and do things, they all meet in a big group. Go ahead.
Listen to me, y'all.
Yes.
NYPD, my brother's a cop. My
Yes.
father was a cop.
Yes.
Hate on police till you need them. And then when you need them, you need them.
I don't hate on them.
Oh, I'm just saying that.
No, I can't hate them.
Because if I'm a victim of a crime, I'm snitching. I'm telling because I'm a civilian.
Yes.
I'm not a gangbanger. I'm
Right.
none of that. I'm a
Right.
civilian. I'm
Right.
a victim of a fucking crime.
Right.
So, stop hating on NYPD until you need them. Your mother's a victim. You're gonna call the cops. That's my mom, bro. I'm a snitch. That's what we living in.
But see, and that's the
You
thing.
got
That's
crooked and
it.
good and everything.
And that's why I'm telling the story, because you tell on NYPD, but then you get these fellow gang members how they arrest. And see, that's the flip flop too, because the people won't tell on them.
You got to melt into the population to control it.
How?
What do you mean?
By
Like,
becoming one.
you mean fellow officers won't tell on
They don't.
tell on
They
each
got a
Listen.
blue wall. They don't tell on each other either.
Yeah, but so then why do people get mad at when gangs do the same thing?
Okay.
You
well,
can't.
organized
see,
crime is the same way. If you're involved in a group and the culture, part of the culture is don't say nothing.
What
about
crime
we
is
do.
it in drill music?
Okay.
They arrested these kids off for drill music, or for things that might have happened, but they probably not even been there.
Julio.
Pretty much.
Bro, they just caught them dudes. One dude had a Bible crying.
And they
Maybe
caught
put the
them in the
cuffs on
house.
him.
They caught them in the
Yes.
house. Yes.
I never know who that man was until I saw the story. He's a great rapper.
There's a lot of them that die in gang-related situations because of the music.
Here's the thing about this whole gang thing, man. And I used to say this to parents all the time. You know what your kids are doing. Have this conversation at the table. If you don't eat with your kids, start eating with your kids.
Starts with the table.
Make the time. Some parents just say, "Oh, I don't have the time. I don't have the time." I'm like, you're gonna have to make the time because that's your flesh and blood, right? So
Amen.
if you want to teach them something about life and have them succeed, you should have these conversations with them. Know who they're hanging out with. Look for things that you didn't buy them. Look for marks. Look for all of these things, these signs. Why? Because if you don't have this conversation with your kid, the street's going to have a conversation with your kid, and that's going to be a different conversation, meaning that your kid's going to be doing something different. It's the power of influence. You got to monitor your kids.
What about the parents who are perfect role models? What about the parent who
There's
gets
nobody
up?
perfect, bro.
Well, you know what I mean. The parent that got 2 jobs and they're not home, and the kid may be a latchkey kid, and although he still may have Sunday dinner, he still got that. He still got devilish ways.
Let's circle back to the no snitching rule.
Okay.
All right. We in the car together.
Right.
You have the gun.
Right.
You own up to it.
Right.
They don't talk.
Right.
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 You're gonna do a bid, or if you do talk or don't
Right.
talk, I'm gonna do a bid for you without
Right.
snitching. But you can't spend that same time with your kids. How about that?
That's deep.
That's deep.
Dang.
How about that?
That's dropping the mic.
How about
Pink.
being a father? But you gonna do a
That's
bid for this motherfucker?
That's
Where's
true.
your bid with your kids?
That's true.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
bro.
That's true.
Yeah.
So we say most of these kids are in gangs because the parents are not paying attention.
Not
or
true.
they're just-
Part of it
true.
is that. A part of it is that. The other part is pretty much there are a lot of things.
of factors.
Broken societies. I don't even.
But why
I should say broken.
why drill
communities.
music?
Broken communities.
Why
drill
talk?
music?
Why target the kids? Why? You see, my whole
Because
thing is,
look what they're saying.
I get it. But let's think back of some of the raps that we first
It
learned.
comes down to linguistics.
I get it.
If you don't know that slang, it's over your head.
Over your head.
Learn to talk to your kids. And learn the slang. What does
All
what
that
does
mean.
blip mean?
Smoking
What does
on
that
this
mean?
or smoking on that.
Nigga, my
But
son
are
said
they
shit to
still
me, I
considered
said,
a
what?
gang? Though?
It
Are they
all
still
comes
considered
from
a
where?
gang?
Jail.
But are they still considered a
Jargon
gang?
comes from jail.
What was
When
right?
you arrest a group of people, does it necessarily have to be a gang?
No.
Because that's what I'm saying about how they're labeling these children. Have no problem with the arrest. Some of them need to be off the streets because they're out here shooting very wild.
Yeah.
But then so are some of the NYPD too.
Yeah. That's right.
My thing is you can't take a negative to control a negative.
You
And-
can't control a society that can't be controlled.
But that's my whole point. So why use people who don't have control to use for control? I think our whole problem in this society is that everybody wants to be ahead. But what are we trying to get ahead of? What is the main factor?
I'm here to
I
live to
think-
see tomorrow, bro.
But that's
the
you.
bottom line.
That's you. That's now. When you were 16, you wasn't thinking like that. Oh.
I think this has to do it also with survival of the fittest, like crabs in a barrel. If you get in a poor community and there's nothing, you see no hope, you got to try to make it. But then you have other people that are around you who are thinking the opposite. They're thinking negatively and saying, "Hey, you know what? No one cares about us, so why should I care about society?" And
Do NYC have poor communities?
Listen to me.
NYC?
y'all.
Oh.
Listen right quick. Go to the projects in the morning and look at the bus stop. We work, bro.
And
We
do.
not stereotypical people.
Every
Yeah.
We
day.
work.
Yeah,
You got mothers, grandmothers, kids going to school.
Absolutely.
This, that, and the third. Stop down.
absolutely.
Stop talking down to my community. This is my community.
Right.
And we're part of it.
But that's why I'm
and I'm a
asking
teacher
him.
and a healer.
That's why I'm asking him. Does NYC really have bad community? Because what do you consider bad community when you see trash on the street?
No.
Okay.
No. When I see a bad community to me is when no one's doing nothing to improve it.
But what needs to be improved? Because you may have certain blocks that are darker than others.
Oh, it's not even about light.
Okay.
It's about resources. Like, what do these kids have that will
It's
keep
about
them off the street or keep them
Talking
away
to
from
them. When I walk down
Yes.
the block, I can see 18 bloods on the corner. I'm like, peace, gang. How y'all doing, man? It's a different reality now. Now I'm OG. I'm not a victim. That is OG right there.
But that's not
If I
stopping
see
them
him
from committing a
going to the
crime.
store, short, here's $5, man. Just do that. Yo, that's OG right there. It's different, man. It's how you carry yourself, bro. I can walk anywhere.
Well, yeah.
And deal with anybody.
You're absolutely right.
We're afraid of our own youth.
How did you
That's
become
the
an
problem.
OG though? How did you become an OG? Because you
I've been through everything that
you had to
gone through.
walk. That's what I'm telling you. You had to walk that path
Mm-hmm.
in order to be considered an OG. So now let's think about this. At that time, you was walking that path. Was you thinking the way you thinking right now to give the same kids $5? No, was you thinking about taking $5 at that time? Because of where you might have been at, might have been rough and tough. This is what I'm saying.
I'm an ex-stick-up kid.
Okay.
An ex-crackhead.
Okay.
Turned good.
Okay.
So I speak the language. I know the truth.
Right.
And society is not against us.
So what's happening to them is fair.
Just let it happen, bro. It's going to happen regardless. What are you talking about?
Because you sometimes, let me just say this, and I speak up for the kids all the time, because you always going to have a follower. One or two who, because they can't make friends nowhere else, they make friends with the and I don't want to say the people on the street.
It goes back to the dinner table.
Yes, he did say that.
That's it.
Right, but
you need
still,
to belong to something, right?
Even if that dinner table exists. What's up? What's you open? Come in.
Oh, sorry.
Excuse me, boy.
What's up, bro? You can just drop it right there.
Right here in the front?
That's fine.
Hold it. It's a couple.
It's okay.
All right.
You can drop it all. You can put it all in front of my door too. It's okay.
I'll put it right down the side.
All right. Thank you.
boss.
All right. So my point is that I get it. I don't have a problem with them being arrested. I don't have a problem with NYPD, and people always think that.
Nah.
I just think that our judicial system sometimes is just not fair on how they target. That's
the
what I'm
laws
saying.
changed already.
But it doesn't matter if the law changed. The people didn't. You see, the whole thing, the laws can reach 1,000 miles, but if the people can only walk 100 miles, the laws don't mean nothing. The people do not change. They're born every day, they die every day.
It comes down to if you're a good person or a bad person. If you have evil intentions or you have good intentions. My intentions are good. To anybody I come across, anybody I meet, stranger, family, friend. If your intention is bad on me, that's on you. But I will help you even if you hurt me. Why? Because I'm a child of God, man. I live by those principles.
Yeah, it's a Christian trait. Yep.
I'm not a Christian.
Well,
I'm a man.
Oh, that's something that Jesus would do. Let's just put it like
I
that.
am Jesus.
Because Jesus had mentioned that. He mentioned that so many times in the New Testament.
Not the other cheek. Boy, you put your hands on me, I will knock you the fuck out. That's not what I'm talking about.
I'm like that too, though.
I'm talking about just in general.
Well, you
when I
have to
come into
defend
contact
yourself.
with a person, excuse me, brother, I'm sorry. Go ahead, man, get on the bus. Hey, you can have the seat. You sure? Here you go. And like, yo, take care of him. Yo, now when I go to the store, I'm sure they like you could have anything you want in this motherfucker. You know why? Because you watched me. You seen me. Be a community person as a man. Like, yo, I see how you carry yourself.
I just want them to give the kids a fair trade.
They got a fair
And
trade.
I'm
It's
not-
up
and
to
I'm
them.
not-
It's the choice is yours, bro.
I'm not saying that the way they're going about is wrong, because there's nothing wrong about the law. It's the people that make it wrong.
How you going to get guns off the street? Because that's
You can't.
what's happening. Yes, you can.
You cannot.
It's-
You
it-
cannot.
it's-
You
it-
can't.
What about stop and frisk? So we
It-
going back there or no?
No, you don't need stop and frisk. You don't need. Listen. No, because stop and frisk always. And I don't care what it is. They always target the people who dress the same. Always.
I'm open to that.
If you got a hoodie and
Yes.
Yep.
You are considered. Let me tell you something.
The only way to get guns off the streets is to pat you down, bro.
If we didn't work where we work, let's be
We
real.
don't work.
If we didn't work where we work,
I'm an actor. Where you work?
if we don't earn money where we earn our money, where we could say the police walk up us, we could show our ID, that gives
I
them a
don't.
step back. I don't either, but I'm telling you, if it's warranted, I will use it,
I won't.
and I'm not gonna lie. If I feel that he's getting too hostile, because I get pulled over all the time.
Same.
I get pulled over all the time. There's not a time, and I'm 55 years old. Gray hair all over the place. I had an officer stop me one time, and he said to me, just because I was speaking to somebody that I knew who's out here, he's out here, young kid too. I knew him because I knew his father. Did the same thing you did, stop. He was outside riding, I stopped. I said, hey man, don't do that. Don't do that right here. You know your moms and them live here. Don't do that. Got in my car, drove off. 2 blocks, police pulled me over. You bought drugs from him? What?
Wow.
What are you talking about, man? I'm trying to save his life. That's the mix-up and the misunderstanding. You understand?
It comes down to when you get pulled over by police, be respectful. Don't start popping
That's
shit.
hard.
Officer, officer, I'm sorry, did I do something
You see that in a
wrong?
lot of
Did I
videos.
do
Come on,
anything
man.
wrong?
That's hard.
Let me finish. Take
Yeah.
your keys out the car.
Yes.
Put them on top of your roof. Now you're not a threat. Keep your hands on the wheel. Yes, officer. Respect level. Who are you gonna be mad if I was a cop and you pulled me over and I took my keys out and put it up there and put my hands on the wheel and said, "Did I do something wrong, sir?" That's how you handle police. You don't be like this with
That
your
depends
camera,
on
with
the
your phone.
officer.
I know the law. Da, 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 da. We'll get there.
No, I was saying, yeah.
We'll get there eventually. Cuffs go on. I need a lawyer. Say nothing else.
I don't think it's that easy.
It is that easy. We
don't
talk a lot. Stop talking.
There's
They have the
no-
right to inquire. Yes. Can I see your driver's license? Can I see your ID? Here you go.
You also got to know your
Am I
rights
under
too.
arrest? Am I under arrest?
So when do we?
Am I being detained?
When do
or
we
am
have
I
the right to
under
fight for our
arrest?
rights?
What?
After he asks us questions that we don't want to answer?
You have to show your ID, bro.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, man. See, that's why I try to tell. See, this
Yes,
is
you
the.
do.
This is the.
They have a
What
right to inquire.
to do?
If they think a crime happened or was about to happen or
Pull it-
happened already, they have a right to ask for your ID.
Pulling
And
you over is
have
not
to
a
give it to
crime.
them. How?
You don't have
What?
every information that he needs from you is on the back of the plate. That's
True.
why. That's why you have a plate on the front and the back of the car.
And the registration.
That's right. So when you pull me over,
You already
everything.
know who I am.
That's it.
Got it. Now you're right. But you still got to show your ID.
No,
That's because you
no.
could be driving somebody else's car.
It doesn't matter.
I
if
need to know who you are, bro.
My thing is, it doesn't matter if you're driving somebody else's car. If he pulls you over out of suspicion,
Right.
out of suspicion, not because you're driving erratically, not because you got loud music tint on your window. He just pulled you over because I'm
He
suspicious.
needs some overtime.
Whatever it is, don't matter. Did
still
you
gotta
expect
show
me
your
to?
ID,
No,
bro.
you do not. If he does not, he has to tell you what your crime is. Why did you pull me over?
So you a combative
It's
person
not
of
being-
interest,
it's
right?
not
I'm
being-
not.
it's not being
I know
combative.
I'm legit. I know I'm good. Here, sir.
It's not being combative. It's not. It's not that. It's not even about
That's
that.
where shit escalates.
See, and this is the problem with people like ourselves taking a stand, because we fought for any fucking thing. Just because he wear a badge and he got on a uniform doesn't make him correct. You can walk in the courtroom and the judge still be fucking wrong. People will be released every day because you got officers who are not
I agree
willing
with that.
to listen. This is the conversation that we're having right now. I'm telling you, they'll sit down at the table and listen to these kids talk about crimes that they didn't even commit.
But
You may get 5 out of every 100 who may pull that trigger.
First of all,
You-
everybody talks.
you know why
under
they're paying-
arrest. I'm telling you.
oh yeah,
You.
yeah,
You
yeah,
and you.
Yeah.
But you
To
already
save
told-
myself because I'm facing.
You already
a
told
gun
them the
charge,
music.
right? I'm telling you, I got a gun charge, right? Yo, I know about a murder over here. That gun charge is gone.
yeah.
If you arrested 6, 7 people in the house that's supposed to be maybe a gang home and you find guns, ain't nobody taking that charge.
The owner of the house takes it.
Who's the owner of the house?
Whoever rents on the lease.
I get that. I'll take that.
Well, that'll be difficult to
If nobody steps up, they have no
Okay,
choice.
let's say the police walk in right here, right?
They have no
right
choice.
now, it's bad guns in here. Somebody gonna have to take ownership, or we're all going down.
It would be
yeah.
me because it's my office.
And guess what? If they ask me, it's his office, not mine.
Right, but
I'm
I
not
can
doing the
understand
bid
that.
for you. Let's go back.
If you all in
I'd
one-
rather spend time
Yeah.
with my son at the fucking table.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was thinking of like a 2-family home, a 3-family home. The landlord is,
See how-
downstairs, and you don't know what's going on in these apartments.
That too.
You
See
know?
how he just said to himself that, hey, I don't want to be accessory to the crime.
Nope.
Now-
I don't know what he had in here. I'm just a visitor.
But
So-
in gang life though,
I
that's
don't know
like
gang life.
that's like
I know real life.
that's like. But in gang life, there's a bond. There's a bond
Is
of
it?
secrecy.
No, Everybody talks,
no,
bro.
Well, no. Let me finish. That's what's announced. That's what these guys talk about all the time. Like, yo, I'm not gonna snitch. You know, I'm gonna be true to the game and all this kind of stuff.
Nigga, I'm telling you.
But and so that's what's being told to during recruitment when they're recruiting people. Like, you come in here, the initiation, everything, you don't say nothing. So they know that, oh, if I say something, they're gonna kill me.
Have you ever witnessed a gang initiation? Because I have.
I have.
Yes.
I worked in
What does
secure
it
detention.
consist
I've
of?
seen it.
What
I've
does
seen
it
a lot of
consist
them.
of? Because it's different
Depends
for
on the
males
gang.
and females. It's
It's
different.
different.
And it evolved.
Depends on the game.
It's different. Like, MS-13 raped the girls.
Yeah.
Every member has to have sex with that girl
Or
when
put
she
it down
comes
that,
in.
that's right, put it down that
Yeah.
line or do. But let me just say, see, and I know you don't like when I say it, but let's go back because
Now, for a minute. I witnessed it. My neighbor, youngin', I'm on him. Yo, bro, go to school, you could go to college, you could take out a loan, you could live on campus, then you get your own housing, you could pledge or whatever. Blah, 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 blah. He chose gangs. I'm out my fire escape looking downstairs. He's fighting 3 dudes. Me, as an OG, came downstairs. I was like, yo, what's up? What's up? To all of them. He was like, no, OG, I got this. I watched them beat his fucking ass. His name is Sean, shout to Sean. Beat his ass.
That was an initiation.
It was an initiation. He fought all 3 of them, and they beat his ass. He held his own. And after the fact, he explained to me what that was. But I was about it too, nigga. That's my neighbor. I know his mother. Hold up, I'm not gonna protect you as a neighbor.
Right.
but you go
them
through the
niggas
same
could have
thing.
killed me. Them niggas could have shot me or whatever it was. He just said, "OG, back."
We all go through the same thing. How many
Nigga,
times as a child have you hung with a group of people,
Oh.
right? And they considered that
You know
a
how many
game
people-
what we used to call
Yeah,
it.
that's the 60s.
Mom,
bro.
it doesn't matter.
60s.
The
Stop
Lord
doing
congregation
that.
or whatever it
See,
was.
my whole thing is you separate a lot of things. Stop separating because it doesn't change.
I was
We
in
can't
a,
congregate.
Only thing that changes the people because if we
without
all
a permit.
if we all sitting on
You
the
said the
corner,
60s?
we're a crew. Yeah, he said the 60s. We either a crew, we're a clique, or we're up to no good.
If it's 25 of us standing on the corner, that's an assembly.
You understand?
We
what
don't
I'm
have a
saying?
permit to do that. You have a right to break that up.
But how many times did you see people stand on the corner? See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. There's indivisible. That's not the word. That's
indivisible?
indivisible. You know what I meant to say.
course.
Laws that are not even written that are used against us. Because let's just take a look here. Because we all live in the Spanish culture, in the Latin community.
That's
We're black and brown.
Not even
We're not
that.
Latin,
No,
black.
this is what I'm trying to tell you.
No,
black and brown.
I'm
it's
about
the
to prove
Bronx.
a point. Now hold on, just say it because we all in the Bronx.
Right.
How many times have we gone to certain places where you see them? They'll be able to cook out their music. They do everything they want to do.
They're not shooting each other.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Depends on
The-
what hood you in.
The moment that we do that, whoop whoop whoop.
Because one of us
what?
got a gun on us.
See what I'm saying? Already, you see what I'm saying?
But I
you
know
just said,
this.
and how do you know that they don't have guns on them? How do you know you don't
They're not
know
killing
that?
each other.
So
We
what?
are.
And why are we killing each other?
Because we hate ourselves.
Well, Dominicans are doing that. They're killing each other. Most of these takedowns, these
you
gun
hate that
takedowns, they're
black face you
Dominicans.
see in the motherfucking mirror. Don't play with me, man.
Come on, man.
I don't.
We killing each other. It's not
We
got
not
to
killing
do with
them.
the color of our
They're not
skin.
killing us.
It's for
We
positioning
kill
of
each other.
life. They for positioning of life for reputation.
What
These
makes you
kids are-
own this block? You just live here.
It
You
doesn't
don't own
matter
shit,
what
man.
it doesn't matter what the reason
This
is.
my block. Oh, you coming through my block?
It doesn't matter what
What?
the reason is. That's the problem now because
The mayor owns the block. Not
See?
you.
It's survival of the fitness. You hear me? Survival of the fittest.
It's
no
That's
such
pretty
thing.
much.
I'm going to break it all the way down. It all comes down to women. Let me break it
Women.
down. Everybody that's locked up, for the most part, is over a woman. Either you had to sell drugs to impress her, or you had to rob somebody to buy her something, you wanted some P. Diddy, no, not P. Diddy, you wanted some putty,
He said P. Diddy.
or wait,
said
I'm
P.
not
Diddy.
done, I'm not done.
he said if he did it.
Or you beat her up and you in jail, or she cheated on you and you killed that brother. It's all about that. That's what locked up is. So all this gang shit is still over impressive. They got power over us that we don't even understand till you grown like me. No, women do it.
This,
I mean, the
no,
women-
they,
yeah,
they don't have power over us, man.
Yes, they do.
No, man, you're your own person. You make your own decisions. You know, you can't blame it on them.
How much
just like these
stupidness
kids.
have you done
I'm telling
over
you,
Pete?
he's
All right.
not listening to us.
All right, when I grew up in the 70s and the 80s, I was born in '69. So I was born right by Castle Hill. Lived at actually lived across the street from Yankee Stadium for 1 year when I was born, and then my father bought a house on Homestead, right next to Castle Hill, Soundview. So when I was a kid, that's all I saw. And you had, during that time in the 80s when I was in high school, which was the big crack epidemic during the 80s, remember that? Went to Sam Ugampis, left Sam Ugampis, they killed my cousin that went there. He was a junior. I was a freshman. That was my only protection in that school. And when they killed him, that's why I was like, yo, I can't stay in this school. You know, this is crazy. So then I went to Stevenson for a sophomore year. Still, like, I leave the South Bronx and I go all the way to Castle Hill where Stevenson is, and all my friends, and then you got Castle Hill and Soundview having beef with each other. And I hung out with people who were part of gangs. I was a clown, so I wasn't a thug, but they liked me because I made them laugh. So, but I witnessed a lot of bad stuff. I was shot at. I was jumped so many times. And I didn't have much, you know. I had to go look for a way out because the people I was hanging around with, they were kind of pulling me in. And I was glad that, I had a mom that was pretty much well-grounded and taught me, like keep your eyes open. You're a black man. This is what you got to do as a black man. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Know yourself, educate yourself, and get this job, become a part. She was saying, join the Democratic Club or join the youth group at church. This is the only way you're going to get out. So I did. I joined a drum corps. It took me in a different direction when it came to music. You know, I was playing sports. Took me in a different direction. It took me out of the streets.
It's the community organization.
So it was pretty much. I mean, these kids saying, "Yo, I'm in the hood, and it's survival of the fittest. So I got to join this gang to make money because if not, I'm gonna get swallowed up." And it's like, no, you know, you have to find it. You can't wait for it. You have to get out, and it's hard. It's not easy.
You gotta be the nerd that'll knock a nigga out.
Why?
Why do you have to do
Because
that?
you're fucking with me. I'm a nerd. I'm walking up the block. Got my book bag on.
Violence
Yo.
Violence is
hold
what.
that.
Violence
And just
is what
keep
got us
walking.
here. Violence is what
It's
got us
not.
here.
I don't gotta hang out with you. I don't need a group of me.
See? Violence
Work
is
out.
what got us here.
Work out.
This
learn
is
how
why
to
these
box.
kids are like that.
You could.
This is how people in gangs don't have an individual type of mindset. They have a group mindset. So, you know,
It's
if you
group
think
love.
about it, if I'm in a gang and I got a problem, I go get my boys.
Right.
What does that say about me as a man?
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, I grew up, my pops told me, like, listen,
You
if you
need
got to
a
handle
real
yourself
gang
with
member on
somebody,
this show.
you fight
To
a
talk,
one-on-one.
to debate, to
Can't bring
understand
in
that
their
culture.
head.
Because I think we don't understand that culture.
Oh, I understand.
I
We're
understand.
removed
No.
from that culture.
We're not.
Not
We're not.
that.
I'm not removed from anything.
I'm not.
I live right. I live right upstairs from that culture. I am on Southern Boulevard in the middle of that culture.
187 right here.
I'm in the middle of. So no.
From the 7, man.
No,
You
I'm
want it.
telling you that there are nights I fall asleep with gunshots in my ear.
Okay, let's change it a little bit.
Go ahead.
please.
Come on, I grew up with
The
the time of
only
sex, money,
thing,
murder was
the
running
only
Soundview
thing
and Castle Hill.
that we don't have as black people is another language to speak amongst each other. Spanish people could talk Spanish to each other. We don't understand Spanish. Mandarin. They speak our language, but we don't speak nobody else's but ours. So everybody knows what we're talking about.
Well, you know why?
We can't do business. Stop. We can't do business with Chinese people because we don't speak Chinese. If I don't speak the language, you're going to take full advantage of me because I don't speak the language. They be like, this nigga. He don't even know I'm calling him a nigga.
Huh?
In my own
No, I
language. So
understand,
learn
yeah.
your language. That's the separation.
What
That's
is our
what
language?
stops us. We don't have one.
Exactly.
We tried Pig Latin. That shit dumb.
Yeah, that was.
That wasn't ours though.
I don't know who started it. It doesn't
That-
matter.
that
The point
definitely
is,
is ours.
I
we don't
never
have a
even learned it.
language.
That was like-
We don't have
don't
a
have one.
language.
And that's, you know, it's funny. I made that point not too long ago. I kept saying, I said, what is it? What is the African American culture? What exactly is that?
It's no language.
Because we don't have a culture. Our culture is an American culture.
Yes.
We have our.
I can't tell you where I'm from.
What happens in
Where
the
you from?
black
New
culture
York.
in the United States, right? The food that we eat. Pretty much, it's understood that we like fried chicken, right? We like
Right.
watermelon.
Right.
We like grits. We like biscuits.
Everybody
We
do.
like black eyed peas and ham hocks. We like all of that stuff, right?
Nigga.
And then there's more. There's more. There's more. Fried pork chops, all kinds of things.
Be yourself.
That didn't come from us. That came from white Southerners. The slaves was ones that
I
the
agree with
slaves
that.
actually got the scraps, and the scraps
Right.
was collard greens, grits,
Hog
fried
maws.
chicken,
Hog
hog
maw,
maw,
yeah,
yeah.
all of that stuff,
I
right?
agree.
And these were the house slaves that was actually eating like that. So the house slaves had it good. The ones outside in the field, they got the scraps, which was the same, but they really got the scrap. The dogs ate better than the slaves outside the house.
You know
Now-
why they fed us watermelon though, right? Because it
now-
makes your pee-pee hard.
Now-
I'm dead ass.
4th of July. 4th of July.
Population.
Independence Day, right? We celebrate that, right?
Yes.
Why are we celebrating that? Because in the Declaration of Independence, it was written twice. Thomas Jefferson wrote it first, and the Southern delegates were just like, we don't agree with this. Why? Because you're saying the slaves are human and they're property.
Did you know
You have to take that
Shakespeare
off
helped write
and rewrite
that?
it, and it was rewritten.
Did you know Shakespeare was a writer of the Bible and that?
I didn't know
He was
that.
the greatest writer ever. Look at what he Macbeth. All them did. He helped write the Bible. He helped write the Constitution. I guess. If I'm wrong, somebody say something. I ain't wrong.
He's
a storyteller.
I don't think that we're wrong. I think
He's the storyteller.
But my point with the whole thing of our culture is that we don't have a real culture here. The real culture is the African culture, which is you have different countries in Africa,
us, bro.
and they don't recognize us.
But we don't recognize them either.
Yes, I do.
You do, not the culture.
Right.
So we got to keep that 100.
And that's
You ain't said a word yet, King. What's up?
I'm just taking it all in, honestly.
Well, take it in.
But you ain't said a word yet. You making me nervous, nigga.
My fault.
Yo, see if he's wired up, bro. See if he's wired up.
he go outside like, oh, they talking
They
about.
talking shit. But
But I just want
Rasta
to
gonna be
make
mad.
this clear because I don't want to. Somebody asked me, "You don't like NYPD?" No,
I love NYPD.
I have nothing against NYPD. I have son.
Kids.
I have a son who's in the program.
Good.
I represent
The Explorers?
Yes, I represent that.
I seen
hard.
Julius grave yesterday. I'll show
But-
you the picture.
But I'm telling you
I'm
that the
connected
way that
in
they're
my
doing
mind, in
things.
my soul, that could have been my son.
But I'm just saying that the way that they're doing things, I just think it's unfair.
It's not.
That's all I'm saying is like, you know what?
Yeah.
You got to
Yes.
round up the negative. You have to round up the negative. But round up the negative on both sides.
I agree.
And then
I
you got
totally
this
agree.
person, like I told somebody, if you really look at where Lisa Evans came from and what she's doing now, you went from you basically turned over like you helping the police bust these kids. Now I don't have a problem, like I said. If a child is part of a situation that deserves for him to be arrested, I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
I have no problem with you putting him on Front Street. I have no problem with you exposing what he did or how he did. But do it on both sides.
Yeah.
Do it on both
They
sides.
do.
Expose
No, they
bad,
don't.
Yes, they do.
expose
No, they do not.
bad police,
I'm not gonna get
but
into that.
You don't expose.
yeah,
You
cops,
don't
cops
do
tend to
that.
protect each other.
That man, that guy, that officer who shot that lady in the face, he may be going to jail. He may be, but no one wants to admit that was a planned situation. You understand what I'm saying?
Put that on camera.
That was a
What's your
planned
camera?
situation. I don't have
camera?
my camera. My
Oh,
camera.
the camera's not on.
No, I don't do a camera.
Here you
That's
go.
a planned situation.
Here you go.
And we don't talk about that. We don't make that front news. We don't make that. We
The hometown me.
we have to do different, man.
Wait, time out. It was,
He's not related to me.
Huh?
I went there out of
Say a
respect,
planned
bro.
situation?
He just
That's
happened to be
that was
buried
a plan,
somewhere.
man. Let me tell
that
you
I happened to
something.
live by, and I was like, let me see.
I tell everybody before, if you listen to, if you look at that
shit
video,
blew my eyes.
her first reaction to that guy was, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus."
Who?
Oh, you
in
back
that-
to
in
that
that
case.
video.
Listen.
What
I don't
case?
know.
No, I'm
That
back
was
to
just some racist shit.
I'm back to what happens when you got people who separate gangs from gangs. Because everybody
You're making a comparative to gangs. Okay,
Yes.
I get it. I'm not.
It has nothing to
antagonist.
do.
I'm just- I
It
can
has
catch
nothing.
it.
Even what you do with the fire department, you do with the EMS. They all have their group that they deal with. And I get that the group that we're talking about, right, is a negative group.
For the record, I just
it's a
showed y'all
negative
a
group.
picture of Junior's grave. For the record, for those that can't see me, I live over there. I went there just because I got kids, bro. That was all gang related, whatever, and it wasn't him. We know the story. We can't even really talk about that here. But the point was that kept it so vivid to me.
But
When I walk by you, excuse me, brother, then I get by. Thank you. You can't get mad at me. You have to touch a man. Pause. When you walk by him, you stupid. You know what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
Like, yo, bro, you right here. Yo, bro, can I get by, please? That's different, man. It's not press pass, nigga. Yeah, now you got a problem. Now we got a problem.
Man, listen.
It's all in.
If you listen,
Your
if you
words.
look at today's generation, or you look at how far we've come, right? And though I hear a lot of black people say, "Oh, we've come very far," and I'm like, I don't think so. If you turn on social media and you see all of these things that some of these rappers rappers from our day and the stuff they've got themselves into, like P Diddy, this and all this beef with Jay-Z and
That's
Kanye.
fabricated.
And Kanye, I know, yeah, because social media sensationalizes things
yeah.
like the news, but we place ourselves in these situations, and then we tend to point at someone else. We kind of say, well, they put me here. No, you put yourself here.
Thank you.
You put yourself in the game.
Yo, if
You know,
anybody-
now think about this.
If anybody in this room is perfect,
Think
raise
about
your
this.
fucking hand.
No,
bro.
no one's perfect.
Thank you.
But you have a brain, man. You have a brain. You know, a lot. I worked with
What's
these
the
kids for
conditioning of
12 years. I worked with these kids for 12 years, and I've asked this question all the time. Why? And there's no excuse.
Yes, it is. It's our fault. First of all, these are crack babies from the
Okay.
80s.
Right.
Their parents grew up, our ages.
Yeah.
Some of them, some of us,
Yeah.
were crackheads. You don't know what that did. My brother is still a crackhead. So, from the 80s.
Right.
So, that shit fries your brain. It fucks with your sperm. It does all of that shit. And that's why these kids is running the fucking muck. So,
Right.
and let me finish. Now, you're cutting me off, man. Yo,
You been cutting
what
people
we
off
supposed to
for
do,
all
I'm going to
day?
shut up after this then. What we supposed to do as men is educate.
Uh-huh.
But relate and educate. Meet them on their level. Don't talk at me, talk to me.
Right.
We're not doing that, bro. We judging. Who make you a judge, nigga? I'm out of here. You point fingers at gangs. Go talk to them.
Listen, this is what I used to always say all the time when I did a gang workshop. If you're part of a group, there's nothing wrong with that. You're part of a club. Whatever you guys do, you can wear the same color shirts, wear the same
Fraternities.
sneakers. You got fraternities do it, sororities do it. You have a lot of gangs. You got chess club, you got Marvel club, Star Trek club. All of these clubs, right? They're groups, right? You guys identifying signs, same type of culture. You guys like the same thing, right? As soon as you commit a crime, then there's a problem.
You a gang.
And just like I asked the Crip. I said, listen, if you walk into a blood neighborhood, what do you think's gonna happen? He goes, we're gonna have to set it off. Exactly. If you know that you can't go in that area, or if you know you're part of a group that can't go in a certain area or be in front of another group because you're gonna get killed, then why are you a part of that group?
Right.
Why are you doing it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People are
that's-
ignorant to the color of to the bliss of colors.
But yeah,
I'm sorry.
Or the culture itself. It's just like, listen, you gotta be strapped. You gotta tell other dudes, give other dudes instructions on to kill somebody or hurt somebody, or you gotta get money the fast way, right? You're not getting a real job. You're gonna go out there, sell, sling dope or whatever. That's illegal. Now you put yourself in a different environment. You know what I'm saying? It's something like Al Pacino said in Carlito's Way when he was telling his lawyer. He goes, "You're a gangster now." Because you killed that mob dude, and now you keeping their money. You got a gun. You're no longer a prosecutor now, or a lawyer. You're a gangster now, and you don't learn that shit overnight. You don't.
So when do these kids become gangs? Because from what you're seeing on the news,
Down this whole.
but it
We
starts
just live
with
in the
just
same
drill.
hood.
But
We
it's,
know each other.
my whole thing
We
is
formulate
different.
an organization that's not opening up no stores. Why we ain't got no stores? You got Arabs. I'm not hating. They got stores. Chinese restaurants. Spanish people got their shit. Black people ain't got shit. Language.
That's not true.
That's not
Show
true,
me how many
man.
black-owned businesses you.
I know a lot. I know a lot. And if you don't
That
know
you
nothing, then you
cater
need to
to.
get around. Because if you don't know that, then you need to get around.
Go to Brooklyn.
That's you not knowing.
I'm open to that.
Okay then.
Flatbush.
You lost your
Flatbush
mind.
was-
In the Bronx, they
Bedford
just
Stuyvesant?
opened up 5 new black industries. Yes, they did. Major industries. I'm lying. One of the oldest businesses in the Bronx is still here feeding the community for a long time, and that's Silos. Long time been around here. Black owned soul food restaurant, and it sits in the middle of Bronx River in that area right there, the most dangerous part of the Bronx.
You know the
And they
area
strive.
we are right now. Show me one.
What?
There's 1,000 stores around here. Show me one.
That's
And
black
Black
owned?
store?
Yeah. 165.
Down the block, right
165.
there. Down the block right there.
Who?
The guy makes Philly cheesesteaks. See what I'm saying? You don't get around. See, my whole thing is you want to throw the negative in the air, but you don't want to recognize the
Yo, bro,
negative.
I work and I go home.
Okay, so do we do too. But the point is, what you watching on the news, we trying to tell you that everything you see in the news might not be true.
Of course not.
Just because they arrest these kids, and you telling me, and I don't have a problem with kids who do wrong being arrested. But you're telling me that you're going after these kids because you're starting off with what you're listening to on drill music. on drill music.
I think
and half of the stuff might be even traumatized or
I think
even.
Instead of calling them games, call them
Go ahead, I'm
organizations.
sorry.
Let's pool our money together and open something.
You can't call
Why
them
not?
anything. No matter how you change the name, it's how somebody sees you.
Yes, I agree.
You understand what I'm saying?
I agree.
Because if you say to if you tell somebody else, like you said, if you wear a color shirt, if you all wear the same thing, and you all doing the same thing, you're a part of some type of organization, whether it
He
be
got a
negative
red
or
shirt on
positive.
right now.
Right.
You can walk down the hood. No, you can walk in the hood. Ain't nobody gonna ask you. Ain't nobody gonna do that.
But
Stop
you know what makes it
preaching that
different?
shit.
You know what makes it
Because you're gonna
different?
be like, yo, I'm a civilian, bro.
Because we're all black.
Different. I
That's
can
what makes
walk
it different.
Anywhere with any color.
But
on.
that
You got
depends on
bloods
where
that
you
wear
are.
blue.
That's what I'm talking about.
Depends on where you are, man.
You got bloods that wear blue.
Like he said, it depends on where you are.
I was in California.
Yeah,
My
alright.
boys, he was about to get
Tell us
married
about it,
and
bro.
everything, so we went out to a club. That was his whole bachelor thing. So we went to a club, and I had a red shirt on, and the bouncer at the door said, "You can't go in there until you change that shirt." And I'm looking at him like, "Huh?" Yeah, because if you go in there with that shirt, you're gonna have problems. That's okay. So we went back to his house, changed, came back, because I was like,
Do we
"Oh,
have a gang reform? I'm sorry to cut you off.
I don't know.
do we have a gang reform?"
Do gang reform?
We did.
Like you know when
This
they
office
get
did one.
I don't mean to interrupt you. I shouldn't.
No,
have
that's all right.
And I'm saying that when they arrest them, do they have a gang reform like where they can go and try to re-educate these kids on how to do things right?
We've been involved in something like that when I used to work in community affairs,
Right.
but I don't think it's at a,
Is
it's
it
not
import-
us. It's not from us. It was another group. that
But
did
is it
that.
important to have?
Is it? Yeah, definitely.
We just need to know
Definitely.
the power of credit, financial responsibility, investments, and things of that nature.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Them young as that.
Ma-
But
financial
my father
literacy.
ain't show me shit.
I think
'Cause
they
he
know,
didn't
though.
know shit.
I think they know
We
already.
know shit. Or think
Financial
we know shit.
financial literacy. Yeah,
So
that's very
bring,
important.
Open those kind of community centers. If
Right.
you don't know how to invest your drug money, whatever it is, I don't give a fuck. Invest it. It is.
I don't know because
Open
I
up
think
an
the youth,
LLC.
I think the
You know
youth
what
for today
LLC means?
makes
I
more
don't know.
makes money early in their life.
Who?
Most of these youths right now make money at 12 years old. And
You can sell water and cake off in the summer.
well, I mean, they doing music right now,
They're doing music too. Yeah.
Everybody want to be a rapper or a basketball player.
but it's
Then you stop.
successful right now. Because if YouTube, because of the way YouTube is paying
That's
social
fake money
media,
showing.
but whether it's fake or not, they don't got to work.
Rick Ross, his girl said it in the beginning. Everything he got on is fake. All that money he's showing is fake. He turned it into real. But that's out there.
Listen,
had-
if somebody's gonna give me
You could buy
$100,000 for words,
Right.
I'm gonna turn that over.
So I'm gonna be like, this in the club.
For what?
You think I'm bold?
For words.
And get out.
These kids see, my whole thing is these kids get $100,000 for words. Now, when they get the check,
Right.
they might not do the right thing. What are they getting? Because I know two people who live in my neighborhood who get them checks.
Tell them, lend me some money so we can open a
Get them
business.
check.
Fuck outta here.
Man, that's what they trying to do already.
Yeah.
And they doing that on 50,000 views.
What drives me is rappers that make it try to help the community and they kill them.
Not all rappers.
Nipsey.
Not all rappers though, but some rappers, yeah.
Okay, so the ones that are successful, where's the stores at? Tell me something Jay-Z owns that I could go to. Tell me a foundation that he opened. I just don't know because we're oblivious to it. He might have it.
Jay-Z?
I don't know.
I think Jay-Z.
Make it
Well, I
public.
think financially, Jay-Z is on a level that's pretty much.
Fuck y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn,
Because that's what
every time that comes up, they bring that name up. They
that's what
always bring that
economics
dude
mean.
name
Well,
up.
Rock
Jay-Z.
him. He's
Jay-Z.
doing
Yeah.
Because
Nas,
because
he's in the
I
money.
think Jay-Z is, but he's at the level of where
Elite.
I believe he's at the top, and then you have 50 Cent that's close. Believe it or not, I believe Dr. Dre is higher than them because of his beats.
Let's get off for
Boosie.
rap. Let's get off
Bigger
for
than all
let's get off for rap 1 minute.
All right, let's go.
Let's
Dre too.
let's get into somebody who doesn't do shit for the community, but he's all through this community, and that's MJ.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan does absolutely nothing for any
Nah, he
type
owns
of.
the movie theater on
No,
125th.
you think
That's Magic Johnson.
Oh, Magic Johnson. Okay.
Thank you.
That's
That's
Magic
why I ain't say nothing. I let
You
him
don't
go
even-
ahead
you don't even
because he
own
wanted to interrupt. He wanted to throw that down, but Michael Jordan does nothing for no type of community, and his sneakers of all level, all kind, are running through the hood. Now, what you
gonna
guys
have to
say about
Google
that?
You have to Google that.
Go ahead and Google it. He don't own nothing, man. He don't own nothing. He don't give back.
Yeah. And you know what's funny?
Yes, he does.
You know what's crazy? What the messed up
Okay.
thing about
Prove it.
economics?
You got your phone in there.
Economic
Hold on.
economics
Prove it.
teaches
Hold
that.
up. It's called
Prove it.
philanthropy.
Don't talk. Prove it.
I'm gonna prove it right now.
Go ahead.
What does who own?
Michael Jordan. What does he sponsor in the hood? Prove it. Don't go nowhere else. Prove it.
I'm still on Junior's picture.
Okay,
Anyway.
well, I love Junior too. I'm sorry, Junior. You know.
But
Amen.
What has Michael Jordan done for the community? Period.
I think he opened up a clinic, a hospital somewhere, but not here. It's somewhere, I think, over there in Chicago.
Nigga, you Google it.
Illinois.
I already know. I did that already.
I think it's in
Why
Chicago.
you gonna trap me, bro?
I think it's
Because I want you to
Wrong
see
with
for yourself.
Nigga.
You
Listen
people
to
come.
me.
Listen,
I'm gonna
no,
teach
hold
you
on. Because
something
people come after these rappers sometimes, and I think that's wrong too.
God.
Capitalism
And I
doesn't
think-
teach
What's
you
your
to be
philanthropist, please?
someone who gives money.
Okay, you have to have a business for them to give you the money.
That's not true.
They're not gonna say, "Here, bro, you have to open up something."
What is a
for
calm
them to
controller?
donate.
If you know what a philanthropist is, what is a calm
That's the
controller?
dude that controls the money.
Okay, so then why he doesn't give money for the people in the community to get
Because
business?
you don't have a business.
How do you know that? All a person needs is an LLC. and you
Exactly,
can-
a business.
So if a person has an LLC, that doesn't still you gonna get the money.
You have to apply for it.
Every black person who applies for a loan in the community doesn't get it. Look at the people who are opening
Nobody
the stores. Man, you better pay attention.
Yo, you blind, man.
Nah, you blind.
Bruh.
You blind because you living in a world you think exists that doesn't even exist no more. You better
I'm open
wake
to
up.
it. We
Do
could-
you
I
not
agree to
realize,
disagree.
Do you not
Sorry.
realize that these young people right
What
now
time you on again?
have everything from front
soup?
page to videos? They have everything in this world.
Okay.
All you think we could do is look at them, look at what they're doing, because we can't do anything about it. We couldn't follow their lead if we wanted to.
All right, let me keep it a buck.
Keep it a buck.
I work, you work, you work, you work.
Yes.
Put up a couple dollars. Let's open up that store on the corner. You gonna front, you gonna front, and you gonna front. You
Well,
know
why you haven't
'Cause
done
you
it?
don't trust me.
Why you haven't done it with the
Yo,
people
don't
you
trust
you
each
grew up
other.
with? Why you haven't done it with the people you grew up
Because
because
nobody
you don't trust
understands
them.
me.
You don't trust
Niggas
them.
don't understand
Well,
me, bro.
Don't do that to me, man.
If
Don't
you
do
ask
that to me. You
my-
gotta. You
if you
I
ask
invest
me-
my money.
If-
I invest
Can you
my
take a
money.
loan out? I can take a loan out. You can, and you can. So let's put a little bit of
Right,
it together to
but-
open something.
but before-
guess what?
before
You're
you take out
lying.
a-
you ain't gonna do shit.
Before
Shut
you-
up with that
whoa.
bullshit.
You got a lot of negative side because something happened
that's
to you.
positive.
No, something happened to you that made you think negative. Because you know what? My whole thing is every
Yo,
time
bro, did
you
I say
do-
anything
you
negative?
see-
Everything was positive.
the
I
what?
said let's open a business together starting today.
That's not what I'm talking
What
about.
do
You know what
say?
I'm talking
Nothing.
about. You know what I'm not. You know that's not what I'm talking
But
But
about.
wait.
The negative part came in when you said we won't do it
Because you won't.
Yeah, but
Will
That's
that's
you?
not true.
Will you?
You got to give me.
Will you?
Yes.
But wait,
Done
wait,
it.
hold
I
on a
got one.
second.
I got one partner.
Done it.
Are you down? Are you down?
I would. Let me.
I have put
can
my
I say
money
something?
in the stores. I have
Can I
put
say
my
something?
money into certain things, and I've lost it.
I-
Some of them have done successful. I've
Gotta
lost.
take a risk.
But my point I'm
Yeah.
trying to tell you, I did that with people I grew up with, not the people that I work with. I did it with people who know me.
That's your mistake.
That's not
Financially,
my mistake.
Financially, the smart thing to do is first to ask for a business plan before you even give out
AI
any
can
type
do
of
that
money.
for you for free.
No, well, that's fine with AI, but there's a lot of things AI cannot do.
You got to choose
Which
the
on
way
the
to
spot
do it.
decisions, real life decisions. Should I take this investment? Should I take that investment? That AI can't read your brain in terms of knowing
Bro,
what
that's
you.
all a lie. You don't need a business plan.
Yes, you
need to
do.
open up a
Dude, I
corporation,
Wow,
or
man.
LLC.
I went to school for this,
Pay
man.
fucking the mortgage or the rent up front. Open up.
This
They
is
not
why
even
a
checking
lot of
licenses
black
right now.
men are on child
Yo,
support.
And if they're not checking,
They're not
Because
checking
we don't
licenses.
think
If you
right,
can sell
man.
fucking fruit on
On
the
what-
corner,
on
they're
what
not
bank?
checking.
we don't think right.
What
We
bank?
do not
And I
think
love
The
that.
bank,
We-
the
we
bank is
debated.
not gonna. The
Yeah.
bank is not gonna grant you a business
Fuck the
loan
bank.
Without a
until
plan.
they
Fuck the bank.
So
This is yo. This
Take out some money out your pension. Take out some money out your pension. We don't need no bank. This is what I'm saying. Y'all bug the fuck
no,
out. man. I
no.
don't
Okay,
give a fuck what's wrong
no,
with y'all
no.
niggas.
Take out money from pension, right?
Right.
What exactly is this business?
We'll decide that.
Well, I
At a
can't.
round
I
table
can't.
like this.
I can't go off of that. I
Okay,
got to know
bro,
exactly
listen.
what you're
You
selling.
see that store in the corner? They want $3,000 a month. Maybe we could. What would you think?
What are you
we
going to
could put
sell in there?
Cakes.
Cakes?
Yeah.
Is this a cake
Everybody got a
environment?
birthday,
Do people
right?
buy cakes? You have to do research
Everybody
on
has
that.
a
How many
birthday,
people buy
right?
cakes? How many people?
Celebrations, right?
Yeah, but you still got to do the research.
There's businesses around here that celebrate Employee of the Month.
Right.
So that though you're gonna buy my cake.
But
You know
these-
why? Because I work here and you know I
All
do,
of-
and you're gonna support my
all
business.
of these
But
businesses-
no, I got
all
niggas,
of these
y'all niggas,
businesses-
y'all niggas, man.
People are head
I'm
on
black,
set.
man.
All of
See,
these
and that's
businesses
the
are-
problem.
I'm a black man. Y'all
That's because
niggas.
that's the problem. Everybody when don't do right with you is a nigga.
No,
But you don't realize you might be the most important nigga sitting in the seat right now.
I'm not.
You know what a nigga is?
I don't see
Do
myself
you
as
know
that.
what a nigga is?
Yeah.
What is it?
It is a person that hates themselves.
A
and
nigga is
allows
a
other people
a
to
nigga.
categorize
This is
them.
a nigga is
Don't
an
think
ignorant
outside the
person.
box.
See, this is the problem. A nigga is an ignorant person. But if you don't use the word nigga, you use moron. You feel you offended before I even call you a nigga.
That's not
So if I call you a moron, the first thing you be like, yo, you gonna offend me. But a nigga you're
That's not
fine
true.
with.
That's not true.
Come on, dog. You gotta listen.
You know,
Listen.
you know
Our
why-
mentality
do you
has
know why
to
the slave-
change.
I'm gonna
slave-
call you a buffoon.
Do you
first,
know why
because
slave
that's how you act
masters,
right now.
slave
No,
masters
no, I'm trying to
called
tell you
the
that-
slaves nigger? You know why they use that word?
Yes.
To convince you that you're not human.
That you're not human.
That you're property. So
That you're
that is
stupid,
a
that you're dumb.
name
That's we're not like
that's
that.
placed on you to say you have no intelligence. You're just an animal.
What are you
And
gonna
you're
do
just
if
a
white
product.
person says nigga
You're just a
around you? What
product.
you gonna do?
Correct him.
Who? Who?
What are you gonna do if a white person
Correct him.
says
If a
nigga?
white person says, well, first of all, I've already been called a nigga so many times.
In this
and
place.
and you know what I did? I laughed. I did. The first time I heard the word nigga, well, it was an Italian kid in middle school, and he called me a nigga. And I looked at him and I said, wow, I haven't heard that before, like coming from a real person. I used to hear it on TV, but I'm hearing you say that to me? That's funny. And the kid was looking at me like,
That's deep. That's deep.
yeah, because I don't identify myself as a nigger.
Me either.
identify myself as an American.
What are you gonna do if a white boy just says
They've
the
done it
N-word?
already.
Just says it in
And I've
general.
been treated that way in the place where I work. And the only thing I can do is smile and walk away. There's nothing you can do.
I have a study that I want to start. Probably somebody gonna steal it because we're on the air right now. Go in the train station and say you Jewish motherfuckers or whatever you
Ooh,
do,
you can't say
or you
that.
gay, or you.
I wouldn't
like
do
it,
that.
Or no, and then say nigga and watch everybody walk by like nothing was said.
I
No,
wouldn't
you're
do
right.
that.
You're right.
Like let's talk about that.
I know where you're going with that. You're
I-
correct.
You're correct. He is
You're
correct.
correct.
on that.
We have no.
You get arrested.
We don't.
for
I know
saying
that.
Jew.
Because we
I
don't
know that.
value ourselves. We don't stand up.
But
and
that's
say,
what I'm trying to
listen,
explain to you.
The NFL.
I'm not hating nobody.
The NFL. I don't know if they enforced it yet, but the NFL. This is 2 years ago. The NFL was saying, "Listen, we're going to fine players who call each other the N-word," and I'm like, "Well, then you're going to have to fire the entire NFL
It's just
because
a word, bro.
because."
It's not
Us
just a
black
word.
people, we call each other nigga. What's up, nigga?
Exactly.
As a term of
It's
endearment,
not just
right?
a word, man.
When the Arab brother at the store say, "Yo, what's up, my nigga?" Do you feel?
I walk out.
Yeah, I don't.
I laugh.
This
laugh.
guy right here.
What
This
does "ak" mean?
This
Brother.
guy right here. This guy right here. I don't use that word because I don't know what it means. I don't even know what
"Ak"
"ak"
means brother.
I don't know that. See,
I
I didn't know
know
that.
it.
That's
Look it
you
up.
just taught me something. I didn't know that. But my whole point is, he did that to me one day. He said, I went in the store. He said, "Yo,
Yeah.
my nigga." Oh, I put my stuff on the counter and I turned around and I walked out. And I ain't been back since. Now he seen me 4 months after that. His thing was, I apologize. Not every man of color is satisfied with that word.
I give you that.
So I'm telling you that if a person uses that word, then that you what?
You're not worthy of my business.
No.
I saw. One time I saw a black man call a white
no.
dude nigga. I
Yes.
thought that was so funny.
They call
No.
themselves
They were
witches.
teens. They were
No.
teens. It was like, yo, what's up, nigga? Come on. And I looked at the black dude. He called the white kid. I was like, ah, that's so.
Y'all putting too much attention on that shit. Let that go, bro. It's just a fucking
Let it go.
word.
Let it
It's a
That's-
go.
word.
Listen,
I
It's just a
can't.
word.
that is the reason why when we think like that, that's the reason why we are where we are right now.
And we got
We're at
gangs
this
in
point.
the street.
We're at this point.
Yes.
Because of the fact that we accept it. We accept it.
It's a word.
And
you
we
stuck on a word, bro.
No, it's
Fuck
not.
it.
It's more than just a word, man. You know what? I remember one time I was loosely saying, "Hey, what's up, nigga? Hey," joking around.
that's part of
Until
my
my
dialect.
coworker, when I was working in Boys Town juvenile facility, and Patrick one time, his name is Patrick, great guy. He brought in a film, and he had the kids watch it, and all you saw, and he got permission. All you saw in this film was was slaves, or not even slaves. I'm sorry, not even slaves. This was past slavery. This was most recent, probably in the 20s, in the 30s, 1930s, the 20s going back. African Americans being hung on trees, and then you see the caption. This is the word nigger is what the last word that they heard while they were being skinned alive and burned and then hung from a tree.
Now I get it.
So
They used to cut
Yeah.
penises off
yeah, that too.
for fear of
It was a white.
anaconda.
One time it was a
Oh.
white man that told me this. A white man told me, he goes, back in the day we used to have picnics, and we used to have it in Virginia, and we used to, in these picnics it would be a celebration because we would see somebody getting hanged, so everybody would come out and enjoy it.
I believe
And
that.
I'm like,
I believe
I'm listening. I'm looking to this guy, and I'm listening to him. I'm not getting angry because I'm African. I'm all right. I got you. I understand,
that.
but
It's not funny.
it's not. And that's the problem with us. Why do we need to be afraid of each other? Because there was a time we was just afraid of the Klan. We were afraid of like conquistadors, or we were afraid of white folks that was coming to enslave us. Now, President Obama said it. I gotta lock the doors when black people walk by. Or I gotta hold on to my phone and watch out. I gotta look out for dudes on scooters.
Because you scary.
Because you see all these pictures that's upstairs in these prosecutors' office. You see all these the pictures of gang members, all black. Black and Latino, black and Hispanic, black and Hispanic, black and Hispanic. Who's killing who? Black and Hispanic. We're killing each other. The Klan don't got to do nothing.
Them shits hang in these offices like fucking.
Yo, have
pride,
you ever
bro.
I get
white
embarrassed
friend
when I see that
say, "Can
because
I
I'm a
tell
black
you a
man.
black joke?"
Huh?
You ever have a white person say, "Can I say a black joke?" I said, "Can I say a white joke?" He says, "Of course." He said, "How come black people don't knock on my front door?" I said, "Why?" He says, "Because they're hanging from a tree in the back." I'm not laughing. That shit was fucked up. I was like, "Wow."
Yeah, I wouldn't have laughed. I would have
I
looked at
did
him
laugh.
like,
I was like, "Nah," I laughed.
what's that supposed to mean?
So what was my comeback?
Oh, can you say a white joke? Or a black? Yeah.
What was my comeback? I knocked him the fuck out.
I mean, hey.
That was my comeback.
I mean,
I probably would have knocked him out too.
Knocked him the fuck out.
I probably would have knocked him out too.
I think
And I
that,
probably would still be knocking him out.
Every time I see you, boom, remember that joke? Boom.
Because that right there that's not
That
even
was
a
so
joke.
far.
That's a plain insult in plain sight.
Word.
well, I mean,
Word.
look,
So you can't tell me a black joke. I don't want to hear that.
But come on,
and here's the
that.
thing: Trump
Look
makes
at-
these jokes all the time.
All the time.
While he's talking.
Word.
When he's out there doing
Yeah.
his little thing, his rallies, he has jokes on black people, and then you got black people that's like, "Yeah, that was a good one." But
That
like, no,
shit
it wasn't.
is not a good one.
Black
I'ma
jobs.
say this.
What are black jobs?
how do we expect
Black
I thought
job.
that was a joke.
What's a black job?
How do we expect another culture to respect us if we
They
don't,
don't respect
respect
themselves.
our own self?
Exactly. Exactly.
However,
You made the point, and I thought it was a very good point. We are the only ethnic group who basically is really out here killing each
Yep.
other. And that's from coast to coast, state to state, county to county.
and we don't own anything but claim the block is yours.
I get it, and that's why I'm saying you're right. But my point is, how do we expect us to live amongst ourselves with pride, understanding, and knowledge if the first thing we want to do is be first? Everybody can, that's the point I was trying to make. Everybody can't be first. There's no sergeants, lieutenants, and all that. And when you start making up rules like that in the street, that's when things become difficult. Now you done took it to what I always tell people, there's a difference between organized crime and organized confusion. Organized
I like
crime
that.
you can
I
follow.
like that too.
Organized crime you can follow, but organized confusion you will never understand. Because these kids are so organized, but they're confusing. Because they're killing each other, but they're making money doing it because social media says it's okay.
Exactly. Yeah. And
You
that's.
have to have a constitution
Mm.
to live by.
I thought we
Whether
had
if it's a
one.
gang, if it's an organization, whatever it is, you have to have, even a business, you have to have the breakdown of the company. Who's the CEO? Who's this person? Who's this
Right,
person? Who's
right.
this
I
person?
agree with that.
It's the same thought process.
It is, but these kids don't
They
have
don't
that
have.
door.
They don't have. They might.
But
Don't
the-
sleep.
The money is there. See, the whole point is the money is
All right.
Yeah, I
there.
gotta go too.
A man on
All right, man.
all right, D. A man on social media right now, these kids can make at least $5,000 in one night. In
How?
one night,
How?
putting out a video.
Yeah, it depends on how many.
Social
Why I'm
media.
not rich?
Well, I mean, listen.
It depends, man. You know how people are picky, man.
Yeah.
We got people that I'm not gonna mention. When you tell them you in a movie,
Oh
they
my
don't
God.
even watch the shit.
So you
Stop
just
playing with me.
So you just gonna slap? You just gonna slap me
I'm fucking
around?
with him. Nah, for real though. Like, yo, bro, I'm telling you, I'm in this shit.
Oh my God!
I'm
I am
you
going
alone.
I am
It's
going to
helping me.
give you.
I'm gonna
your
watch
own.
it, man. I'm telling
And I'm
you.
not gonna lie. I'm
Yeah,
gonna tell you
that's
something
okay.
because you know when we did it, I ain't gonna lie. When we did it before, you are one of my top viewers. But I did because you
Because I helped promote it.
yes you did, and you almost at that mark. But I have one that I did that nobody knew about anything about, and I got 2,000 views off of that. And it was nothing that nobody even would think about talking about it, and I was surprised at that too. So what you're saying is definitely correct. It is correct.
Watch the fucking movie.
It is correct.
I'm gonna watch
is
it, man.
correct.
But it's
I will
shit
agree
in
with
that.
him on that because he introduced me to the movie where you would be surprised at how many young black brothers and sisters are doing movies like in Peacock, Tubi.
Thank you.
All of that. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even. We are working right now, and I was telling him we are
They're
working
not
right
paying us
now
good.
on a Roku
They're not paying
contract.
me at all.
We working on a Roku contract. That's how much I know that he's not lying. I'm not even gonna lie.
But I mean, you know what's funny though? It takes that though. It takes that longevity, that constant like hammering it out, just doing it and doing it until someone comes along and says,
it-
"Hey,
They find you.
it
I want
takes-
to put you on
It
Netflix."
takes
find-
days like this for men to sit around and to be able to yell and scream at each other and
And
say,
not be arguing.
and
And
not be
not,
right.
not pull out,
pull out,
Right,
or
I
hurt
ain't
stab
nobody,
up or nothing
take
like that.
it personal or
Yeah.
nothing like that.
Motherfucker, I'll stab you right now.
It's because you know what this
You're
this
so
right
stupid.
here to know what everybody thinking is going to help us approach each other even more.
yes.
You understand what I'm saying? Because we're gonna know how each other feels about certain things. That's why I like doing this.
But I got to tell you, man. I mean, we need more education when it comes to these kids. We need to I mean, the ones that's already doing the dirt, that's gonna be hard to change their minds. 'Cause
You're gonna
they're
have to
doing it
start
for
paying.
years. But the ones that's this small, we're human beings. We're like sponges. We learn, right? So teach the younger ones. This is not the direction to go. That's the direction to go. The Jewish people do it. Jewish people do
Why
that.
you got to whisper when you say Jewish people do
Well,
it? You understand how we do it? You see how that's
this-
just already fucked up in your head.
Well,
I can't even argue with him about that.
no.
You lower your voice when you say that.
Because
I
You
get
get
you.
yell when you say nigga. Man.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out my
You know, I get
I
it.
get
Listen,
it. I get it.
I get it. You know what? The Jewish.
Look at it.
Come on, you gotta let me finish, man. The Jewish people. Okay.
You can't even say it out loud.
All right, the Jewish.
But I know why. I know why.
No,
I
but
know
they
why.
buy me right
Where
now.
I work,
I get that, but
understand.
yeah.
The Jewish community has a very strong bond. They teach their kids. They teach
Language.
They teach and they teach.
Language.
They teach. They share the same language.
Thank you.
And they teach, but they also teach productivity and you know, a lot of these Jewish kids they go to college and they do all these things. We got to do the same thing. We got to sit down at the dinner table or sit down on a Sunday and say, this is what happened in the past. You know, because you got to learn about your past so you don't repeat it. You know, you don't repeat what happens and you learn more and you can move above this. You can go beyond this. Say, yeah, you know what? There are gangs out there. You're going to run into like drug dealers and all this stuff. But what are you going to do? And then you help them make that decision. Don't let them do it on their own, but help them, guide them.
You know what? I
It's
have
guidance.
To say, I'm not to cut you off, but I have to say part of what's going on is my fault too, because as a
It
young
is our
man,
fault.
as a young man, I didn't take the time to say, you know what, I should have kept my family and fought for my family. Instead, I went and made 3 other families. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I got three baby moms with 6 children, and it shouldn't be that way. Because now I don't have a
Other
queen.
cultures do it.
I know that, but we're not other cultures, and it doesn't look good in our eyes. We look
Because
like
society
deadbeat
puts
dad-
that label that's bad.
put that
That's
label
not bad.
on
You
it.
make fruitful and multiply like the
I
Bible
did, like
says.
the
Stop
Bible
playing
says.
with
I like that. Can I hug you for that one?
it. Ain't no mistakes
No, that
with
was a
God,
good
bro.
one. I swear
Ain't
because
no mistakes with God.
God never said we had to marry. He just said be fruitful and multiply.
Bro.
But he did say
Sort of.
to treat your queen. Just because you're not with her don't mean you can't treat her like a queen.
Exactly.
Right, absolutely.
Exactly.
That's all my
absolutely.
point.
And again, I
Absolutely.
gotta leave in a minute. Everybody that's in jail is over the P. Figure it out.
I agree. When you
Over the
first
beat?
said that, I agreed. Yeah, over women.
Over women. It's all
Because
over
he
women.
got
not
a point
not
there.
being disrespectful to women,
got
but they
a
have
point.
a power that we
Small
don't.
point,
Because
but
it
it's
was
a good
taken
one.
from us.
Yes.
They respect the D. They supposed to respect the D, not us respect the P.
I
It just
have to
gets
give
burnt.
him that.
Respect the D. So find you a chick that respect the D, and you can have as many as you want.
Now I'm saying, in a certain extent, I know he's.
They respect the pocket.
The way he's saying it.
They
but
respect the pocket
if
or the
look,
wallet.
If you look past what he's saying, he's actually correct because men do certain things to keep a woman or to attract a
Thank
woman.
you. Oh, yes.
They always think that she has to be fashion, haircut, shoes, all of that. Just for her to say hi. I don't care about that no more.
But she could have a $2 dress on.
That's right.
Or
come out in
spandex.
curlers and sweatpants. And we still
Ain't
want to
got a dime in her purse.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean,
a woman to look
But
you
we
up
gonna
and
look
down. Look you up and
Yep.
down. Even when you come in here, you come around. Somebody look at you if you ain't right. Somebody said it to me the other day. Say, yo, man, you ain't cut your hair. Is everything all right?
Wow. What's
Why
up to you,
something
bro?
gotta be wrong?
It's over the P, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I can't argue with that one.
I
I can argue with everything else, but when he hits,
just is.
yeah. No, this was a good session, man.
Yeah, it was. I want to hear this back one day.
Yeah, you're gonna hear it back. You're gonna be here because you're coming next Wednesday. I know you're gonna be here.
All right, man. It's
we
black
talk
men
about a lot of
talking about life.
That's
all it is.
Interesting
man.
topics.
You know?
And I'm not getting personal.
No,
with you.
I don't agree with everything you say.
Yeah, and
I
I-
agree with a lot.
Yes, and same
You
thing
too.
here. I
Yeah,
think
no,
you're
I-
very intelligent. I think this is what the people need to hear. They need to hear reality
Yeah, but
from a backbone.
Where do we go from here? We're gonna keep doing this?
No.
Where's the action taken from the conversation?
I think we should let God deal with that
Yeah,
part of
let God.
let Him
I mean,
guide us. And if it's meant to be something, He'll give us something.
Well, I'll see you when you take out that loan.
Oh my goodness!
And we put our money together.
He's coming for that pension
we
money,
open
man.
something.
And what are we going to
Otherwise, we
open?
just talking.
You know what? What do you?
You
wanna
gotta have a
open?
plan,
What
though,
do you
man.
want to open?
A black bodega in the area.
A black bodega.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Black-owned bodega.
That we in here. Everybody.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
That's not going to make money.
You
I don't.
wild.
Wait now, Spence. Hold on
It
now.
Spence, you serious?
All right.
We don't have and we don't have any black eateries over here. So to have one now, it depends on what you're gonna serve.
It's how you promote it.
Right.
It's how you.
I don't want to get into that.
It's how you promote it, and you. First of all, you got to do an analysis.
We only got
what,
one store over here.
What people like around
You're
here.
thinking too much, bro.
You have to. Money is money, and like time and money. That's very valuable. You know.
T-shirts, socks, cigarettes, coffee.
Yo, you come up with
That's
something.
for like.
you come up with something. I rock with you. I'm a rock with you.
So,
I'm just,
but you heard this man. You heard
I'm
it
a rock
first,
with you.
right?
all right.
All right.
Cause I want to invest. I rock with you.
I would love to invest, but I got to know exactly what I'm investing in because after
Yourself, your community.
Trust
bro.
me, he'll do it. He'll do it.
I've done it.
Because he's not going to drop his money anywhere either without checking things out. I know him. He'll do
Now I
it.
gotta meet your business plan.
He might not have do it.
Yeah,
as
you
deep
need a
as
business
you.
plan.
The rent is $3,000 a month. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it.
That's $1,000 a piece up front. You talk about maybe $10,000. Let's go see.
What do you
What
expect to
spot
make
you
from
talking
it?
about?
What's
What
the
spot you talking about?
Anyone that says for rent.
what do you
Yeah,
expect to make after 3 years? What's the 3-year plan?
What's the 3-year plan? Are you
Yeah,
serious?
because when you open,
Okay. How many people work in this area?
Every business around here
Over
probably
20,000.
more than likely follows the same plan. You either break even, or you lose a profit.
That's negative thinking, bro.
No, it's not. It's
Who
pretty
is the
much
hottest
it's real.
eatery
It's
over here
realistic.
right now?
It's realistic.
I don't buy outside
You ever
food,
see?
so I don't
Okay,
know.
you ever see some of these stores around here? They opened up and then they closed.
Yes.
Why?
Because they took their money in rent.
Real estate.
Money
Okay.
went high.
So
Real estate
let's
got
talk
higher?
about that. Let's buy one house together. The three
Because
of
you
us.
said rent,
One house.
right? You said to rent that store, $3,000
yeah,
a
you're
month.
Right, buy a house.
What about the insurance?
No, I know about that. The overhead
And the property tax.
electricity, all of that.
Yeah, that's
going
gonna shoot up to like $5,000 to $6,000
So let's buy
a
a
month.
property together and rent it out. Nobody lives there. Let's do that.
All right. You know, when we buy property, the bank does a background check. They want to make sure that you have a good credit history. Not saying anybody has bad credit history, but I'm just saying
I don't
these are
have
the
no
things
credit,
that they will put on the table.
Money talks.
I don't have no credit.
Money doesn't talk when it
Yes,
comes.
it does.
Listen,
I don't have no.
money does talk. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right because this is a capitalistic country. This is the free
Money
market.
talks, bro.
But when before a bank says I'm going to give you $100,000, right, or $200,000 for that property, right, they're going to want to know, are you able to pay it back? Because if
course.
not, they're not going to go with you. And how they
course.
do that is they have equations. debt
time, yo.
versus debt.
I gotta go.
You know,
Yeah, man. It's
debt to
this-
asset ratio, all of that thing, profitability. Look, all of that.
Between 3 people, I think we're good.
This is why I tell you to come.
You're not hearing me, man. I'm telling you. It's.
Actually, I think I think because he's telling you,
You think
and
negative,
you're telling
bro.
him.
That's
I
not
think
negative. That's
Yup.
big. That's preparing yourself.
Okay, my credit was bad at one point. It still is. Credit. We don't teach our kids credit. But let's go back. My credit was
My
bad,
kids
right?
teach me
I
credit.
asked for an apartment. They would say, look, your credit is bad. I said, but I'm paying 6 months up front. You know I got that shit, right?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
money talks.
Right.
I don't know anything.
Was that
about
landlord
credit.
with an agency, or that's just a landlord that's willing to give you a break?
I'm gonna have to say this. At this point, I don't think that mattered, because if the person tell you the background check and you're able to give them what they want,
Yo, I'm giving you 6 months up front, bro.
Right. Does he know you?
No.
no,
Exactly.
does that matter?
Yeah.
Wow.
Why?
Because what if you can't?
But I'm giving you cash.
Still, you give me cash today.
Untaxable.
You
Cash.
give me cash untaxable today. Can you do it the next month?
6 months I paid up.
Can you do
Worry
it
about month number 5.
Can you do it the following month?
I'm a working man.
So you're saying
Of course I
after
do.
6 months he should have some type of capital to show
So
that.
as a reverse, I'll be
Yes.
like, okay, we can sign a
That's
6
that's
month lease.
that's how it's calculated.
Uh,
That's why they ask you. Let me see 2 or 3 bank steps.
you know what? Can I say this? Is that the reason why a lot, even myself, because I had my own for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But is that a reason why a lot of men moving with women?
Oh, because they get Section 8.
Oh no! You talk about sharing.
Let's
the,
talk about
the
people that
financial
milk the
Nah,
system.
he hit it on the head.
Let's talk about
'cause
people that milk the system
I'm
as opposed
saying
to
that.
hard-working men like me and you.
Let me
Well,
get
that's
this
a whole
out.
nother subject.
Wait, now let me get this out. Give this out, because you hit that on the fucking head with the Section 8. Wait. Now, what if all 3 of us went and applied for Section 8,
You're
right?
not going to get it.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't get it.
that's my point. But if 3 women went at the same time, they would get it.
Why? They got children?
Not even the children. Forget the children.
Because they're female. I'm not hating on women.
Just the
don't get it
females.
twisted.
Really?
Yes.
They don't
But you
look
got
into their
but wait,
financial
you got to
background?
go through a shelter.
Yes.
You got to do these things, and they
You have to
willing
do certain
it.
things, yes.
Yeah, we're not. Well, I'm too proud to go to a shelter.
I'm not too proud, but I just don't want to do it.
I'm not going to do that. But
I'm
a
scared
female
to
will
do
do
that.
that.
Shit, shelters are dangerous, man.
I don't know.
I don't know if they're dangerous.
They're
It's just
dirty.
These days, with these migrants coming in, yeah. Yeah, you
That's
come
a
on,
whole-
man.
I don't
You
even
know what?
Yo, they
what's
having
that.
shootouts. These dudes in the migrant shelters are having shootouts in Queens. Come on, man. They just did a raid.
Talk-
They
Roosevelt
come in
Island.
here with more
Huh?
benefits than
Roosevelt
your
Island.
black ass.
Huh?
They're coming here with more benefits than you.
I know
They're
that.
coming here with A1 credit.
walking through the door.
Walking
Yeah.
through the door.
Yeah.
Now they
Through
can
the
get that
door.
loan that you can't.
Yeah, and you know the comptroller's looking
That's
into
your
that,
father,
right?
but-
Because
That's
there's
what I
something
tell
wrong
you
with that.
Yeah. But he's the one giving the money.
He's on the investigation, and the mayor.
This is
they're
why
they're
I'm trying
asking
to tell
why
people-
are these migrants getting more money than New York residents that need it?
Yeah,
Yo, bro, I was looking for an apartment recently. Do you know there's a
Yeah.
difference in real estate agents? A black real estate person, I'm gonna go to you because you black. This boy showed me shit that a dog wouldn't live in for $1,500 a month.
But you think he
I
showed you
ended
that
up with
because
an
you was
Asian
black?
person. No, it's because that's all he had access to. She showed me something that was unlisted, and I moved in like that.
Wait.
Why? Because I had the cash. The cash. She said your credit is bad, but I'm gonna pay this up. She was like,
Wait, let me ask you something.
Because she's taking
That's
a
good
risk.
point. I
I'm
mean,
not taking no. I'm not a risk. I'm an employee.
I'm not
I
saying
work.
you. I'm not saying you're not a risk.
He
I'm
got-
not saying. I'm not saying you are a risk or not a risk. If
Unlisted
if
property.
I get it, but I'm saying if I'm someone that doesn't know you, and I'm gonna rent you space,
Money talks.
and you give me cash right there on the spot,
Mhm.
it looks enticing. Yeah, this would be great. But in my mind, if I'm a good business person, I'm gonna be wondering, okay, what's gonna happen after the 6 months?
damn, Spence, you need to do my books, man, because your whole thing.
'Cause that's what I was
knowledge-
taught.
I ain't mad at you. You
I
down
studied
to the
accounting.
decimal
I
here,
studied
bro.
accounting, so I was looking. I had to look into companies' future, the present value of the future present value of something.
I gotta
you know,
sit
I
down
got to
with
know
you.
exactly if I'm gonna buy something of you. If I'm gonna like say, okay, I'm taking your money, or I'm paying for something. I want to know exactly what results. What am I gonna get? You know, from it, because that's business.
Bad credit is good credit. Stop it.
That depends on
They
what type of bad
capitalize
credit.
off of you. They charge you more interest for a car.
Yeah.
They charge you more interest for a house.
Right.
Bad credit is good credit. So stop talking to me
No,
about
no.
good credit.
That's if your credit score is at a certain number that they will still take a chance on you, but your
I
interest
don't know
rate,
because I don't know nothing about credit.
your interest rate is going to be very high,
Listening.
Yes.
very high. But if you go below that threshold, if you go below that number,
Like 600, right? Six.
if you go below 600, there's a lot of banks that's very reluctant. You're gonna get that immediate rejection. Now,
You know, I haven't had a.
You see my apartment, right? Cash.
Yes. But
Big
that,
dog,
but I'm
my
saying,
credit
but
was bad.
No, what I'm saying is, but you, I'm not gonna say you lucked up. You listen, you just ran into the right person
yeah,
From somebody that I
for
work
somebody that
like,
you work with.
1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. Look at those odds. Because I'm telling you,
with. Where you get your math from?
I'm trying to say to you that
Where I
you
get my
went to-
math from?
You went to the black agent,
And they showed me
and
shit.
all his listings were shitty. Like he, do you
Bro,
think
they
they
showed me
gave
a
him that?
basement apartment, ground level, water bugs, motherfucking mosquitoes and flies. I was like, yo, bro, would your mother live here?
Yo, let me just
Don't
say
show
this.
me nothing
I thought
else.
it was me because I went to a black, and I'm not gonna say the real estate, and they showed me something like that too.
And I was like, yo.
what time is it?
It's
Almost
we gotta go.
2:30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Love y'all, man. Yo,
Not
good
as
night.
much- oh man, come on,
Man,
man.
boy, I love you, man. And
Get
I
your
love
coat,
to
get your
disagree
coat,
and
man.
agree with you, my king. We good, man.
Get your coat, bro. Get your
Oh,
jacket.
I gotta.
Get yourself sharpened up.
Yeah,
I
he's
like
sharp.
this. I like
This was a dope show.
Yes,
I think
like
Yeah,
this.
man.
I think so though.
I like this a lot.
Yeah.
Black men debating,
All the
talking
time.
without fighting and killing each other.
No,
Beautiful thing.
I mean, that's how it's supposed to be.
Hello?
Love y'all. I love y'all.
Love you. All right,
All
man.
right.
Spence, all the
Good one,
time,
good
man.
one.
Yeah, it's a good one today.
Next Wednesday.
Yes, sir. All the time. You can leave it open.